Double K Beats, Double K Productions. I am back with you in Presona Studio 1.5, back with another tutorial. This is part 2 of the 5-part mixing series. And if you're lucky, you might get 6. But right now, it's 5. Because I really want to dissect this whole entire mix. So the song is called I'm Back. It's my single, latest 2021 single right now in all major stores. Link will be in the description below. DoubleKBeats.com. You can find it and stream it for free on that if you don't have a streaming platform you listen to music on. But anyway, I want to talk about the mixing of the hook bus, the intro bus, the first bus. Okay, I want to talk about how I actually got it cleaned up before we dissect the actual stuff going on the channel. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I post something. Also, thumbs up, comment, help the channel out. I've been taking a hit since I've had this hurricane and I had to move into the in-laws house. Channel just been taking a hit, and that is not on you, it's on me, because I can only do tutorials when I can do tutorials. It's not on me, it's just I gotta respect people. Okay, you understand what I'm getting at? I got to respect people, so I try to give them respect. And why they, it's just a big old deal. So help me as I help you. And what I notice is these tutorials have been helping people. So as far as them contact me for mixing, they contact me for information about mixing their own stuff. So all the content and stuff is catching up with people now, and instead of paying for mixes, they start doing their own thing. And I have noticed that, and that's great. I can't complain. But if you do need a mix, just leave a request on my site, and we'll get your stuff mixed out. So let's jump into it. We're gonna talk about basically intro and the hook bus and the verse bus. Pretty much got the same type of vibe to it. I mean, same cleaning, because that's what I like to do. And you notice that I like to just clean it up. Okay, so let me let y'all listen to it. If you haven't watched part 1, we'll let you listen to it.
Damn, Daddy, that's you? Yes, I'm back. I'm back. You can tell him. Yeah. Uh-huh. Tell him. Tell him. Yes, I'm back. You can tell him. Tell him. Yes, I'm back. You can tell him that I'm back. Niggas are faking, that's a fact. Can't trust a nigga that got your back. Loyalty is what they lack. Get these fake niggas off my sack. Get them out. I'm back. You can tell him. Tell him. Yes, I'm back. You can tell him that I'm back. We live life like we trap. We got one life, no comeback. We fight for right, that's attack. Point out humans like rats. What's that you speak on? When you trying to do right, they see wrong. When your light shine bright, they see clones. No new friends, I've been riding along. The shit I've been telling y'all, but no one seem to listen if there's no money involved.
Okay, you kind of get it, sounds good, sounds clean, sounds up front, vocals good, all that good stuff. Let's dissect how I got those vocals to sound good, sound up front. If you haven't watched part 1, you might want to watch part 1, because it talks about the stems and spacing and how I got the stems right. And I apologize for part 1, because it didn't have to be that long. It could have been shorter, but that's all right. Just go watch part 1, and we're gonna get into part 2, because we're trying to make this a little shorter than part 1. All right, talk about the intro. Let's jump into the hook, because the hook got more stuff going on, and we can talk about how I cleaned up the hook. All right, so if we solo the hook out, we folder solo it out.
You can tell them. Tell them.
Reverbs on everything. Also the parallel comp. That's another thing I could talk about. Stay tuned.
You can tell them.
Vocal ride, okay.
You can tell them, you can tell them, yes, I'm back. You can tell them that I'm back. You can tell them, yes, I'm.
Turn on part 2 too.
You can tell them, yes, I'm back. You can tell them that I'm back. Niggas are faking, that's a fact. Can't trust a nigga.
You already know it. In this particular EQ, the first EQ with my chain, I like to subtract EQing. Okay? I like to take out stuff that don't sound too good.
You can tell them, yes, I'm back. You can tell them that I'm back. Niggas are faking, that's a fact. Can't trust. Loyalty is what niggas off my set. Yes, I'm. We
Okay?
trap,
Let's
we
get
got.
rid of that nasty noise. And then I'm going to add some good flavor.
You can tell them. You can tell them that I'm back. Niggas are faking, that's a fact. Can't trust a nigga that got. Loyalty is what they let. Get these fake
I want
niggas
y'all
off
to
my
tune
set.
in to this one right here. Tune into this sound right here.
You can tell them, yes, I'm back. You can tell them that.
When you sweeping frequencies and you want to find out that good frequency within the EQ, just listen. Just listen to your vocals, because everything that I'm saying, you can hear it clearly even by soloing this frequency out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you sweep it and you get to this point,
You can tell them,
ain't that
yes,
clear?
I'm back. You can tell them that I'm back. Niggas are faking, that's a
About as clear as it gets. So I'm gonna boost that up and give me some good clarity on that frequency. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just really how simple it is. I mean, if it ain't clear, then it don't sound good.
yes, I'm back. You can tell them that I'm back. Niggas
It
are
might sound like a funk, you know, when you buy solo it, it's gonna sound like it sounds. But when you listen to it as whole,
you can tell them,
it, all right. So keep EQing simple and compression simple. Really, I don't. I say that all the time because it really is. You know, once you learn it, it's not complex.
you can tell them, yes, I'm back. You can tell them that I'm back. Niggas.
Because what I like to do is I like to EQ multiple things. You know, I like to EQ. This is another EQ.
You can tell them, yes, I'm back. You can tell them that I'm back. Niggas are faking, that's a fact. Can't trust a nigga that got your back. Loyalty is what they let.
Okay, as I bypass it, unbypass it, you can hear there is a slight differences in it. Okay,
You can tell them, yes, I'm back. You can tell them that I'm back.
as in this plug-in right here, because I use it on all my hook buses, first bus, all that good stuff. When I'm cleaning up my vocals, I'm using this plug-in because just watch when I bypass it.
You can tell them, yes, I'm back. You can tell them that I'm back.
Just hear the clarity, the cleanness just comes right in when I unbypass.
You can tell them, yes, I'm back. You can tell them that I'm back.
Boom, just by that. And all I did was add a little bit of 60, take some out. I could have did more. What they call it, high pass, or I call it low pass. I don't give a damn. High pass frequency, just to take out some of the lows or whatever inside the vocals. Added a little bit of highs in it, in that frequency range that sounded good to me, because you sweep this too. Even though you ain't got the visual, you can still sweep this and find out what sounds good. 2 right here on this frequency right here, 3.35. Same as lows. We're gonna take a little bit of them lows out, because normally I find a good frequency and I boost it, but I already added some boost in the other EQ, so I took out some right here and back though. Added 0.5 of 100. Just give me some of that bass back in my voice.
You can tell them, yes, I'm back. You can tell them that I'm back. Niggas are faking, that's a fact. Can't trust a nigga that got your back. Loyalty is what they let. Get these fake niggas off my set. I'm back. You can tell them.
And understand, when you mixing, you got to understand where did you record in. Okay, if you're recording in what I'm just talking to you right now in, you're gonna want to mix according to that. Okay, if you record in a great ass acoustic room, You got a lot to work with right there compared to mixing in something like I'm talking to you in a spacey room, okay? So you got to understand where you just recorded your vocals in and mix to that also, and then mix it all into the entirely of the song. You know what I'm saying? So understand that, and it goes a long way. Out of here.
You can tell 'em. Yes, I'm back. You can tell 'em that I'm back. Niggas are faking, that's a fact. Can't trust a nigga that got your back. Loyalty is what they lack. Get these fake niggas off my sack. I'm back. You can tell 'em.
As the vocal writer doing his thing by subtracting some stuff.
You can tell 'em.
When I come to compressing, especially for rap vocals or whatever, you can work with the compressor, the first compressor I put on the chain.
You can tell 'em. Yes, I'm back. You can tell 'em that I'm back. Niggas are faking, that's a fact. Can't trust a nigga that got your back. Loyalty is what they lack. Get these fake niggas off my sack. I'm back. You can tell 'em. Yes, I'm back. You can tell 'em that I'm back. We live.
Okay. As far as compression, I just got -5 dB. You already know. I add the male wide band just to give me some of that essence.
You can tell 'em.
And don't overdo your de-essing, because a lot of songs that I hear when I get my clients to mix, you know what I'm saying, they have their own stuff going on. I'm like, sometimes you overdo your de-essing and then you get them nasal sounds and it just don't sound right. Just give it a little bit, because as we get into part 3 and part 4 and stuff, you're gonna see what else I do to my mix. So when I'm first cleaning up, I ain't trying to hit it too hard and compress it too hard.
You can tell 'em. Yes, I'm back. You can tell 'em that I'm.
We got -7 dB right here.
You can tell 'em.
Just
Yes, I'm back.
make sure you're hitting the essence the first time.
Tell 'em.
You know what I'm saying? And don't do too much to it. So that's de-essing right there. Then we got the FG bomber right here.
You can tell 'em.
If I bypass this and unbypass it, you can dang sure hear a difference, because this FG bomber, which I made a tutorial just for this one little plug-in itself.
You can tell 'em. Yes, I'm back. You can tell 'em that I'm back. Niggas are faking, that's a fact. Can't trust a nigga that got your back. Loyalty is what they lack.
And this is so good that you can hear the room environment that I recorded in, because what this FG bomber and this revival are gonna do is bring out everything. And so where you recorded in is bringing it out, and I'm okay with that, because I'm also EQ the next and then compress the next, and now we got that good balance within the vocals. All right, and then with everything going on, because you gotta understand, you're mixing your vocals to everything, so everything gotta have its own space.
You can tell 'em. Yes, I'm back. You can tell 'em that I'm back. Niggas are faking, that's a fact. Can't trust a nigga that got your back. Loyalty is what they lack. Get these fake niggas off my sack. I'm back. You can tell 'em. Yes, I'm back. You can tell 'em that I'm back. We live life like we trap. We got one life, no comeback.
You dang sure can hear it in there. Okay, so all I like to do is come back with another EQ, take out some of them lows, put a little bit of mids, highs, mid-highs, and highs.
You can tell 'em. Yes, I'm back. You can tell 'em that I'm back. Niggas are faking, that's a fact. Can't trust a nigga that got your back. Loyalty is what they lack. Get these fake niggas off my sack. I'm back. You can tell 'em. Yes, I'm back. You can tell 'em that I'm back. We live life like we trap. We got one life.
And last train is always compressing. Y'all know this, you know what I'm saying? You follow along with your boy DoubleKBeats, you know what I like to do. I just like to show y'all.
You can tell 'em. Yes, I'm back. You can tell 'em that I'm back. Niggas are.
And when it comes to the last compression, all I'm looking forward to really, and it could be an eye thing, ear thing, is 6 dB. 6, no more than that, because I already got another compressor hitting, and I don't want to compress everything, because the last compressor compressing everything that you have before it. So all this up above the slash compressor, it's compressing. So I ain't gonna compress everything too much because I want everything to be doing their own thing. So I'm really looking for some negative.
You can tell them, tell them. Yes, I'm back. You can tell them that I'm back. Niggas are faking, that's a fact. Can't trust a nigga that got your back. Loyalty is what they lack. Get these fake niggas off my sack. I'm back. You can tell them, tell them. Yes, I'm back. You can tell them that I'm back. We live life like we trap. We got one life, no comeback. We fight for right, that's attack. Point out humans like rats.
Alright, so that's pretty much it. If you come over to the the verse, we're gonna play the verse, open it up, boom, unsolo that, we solo this, you get the same effects, okay? They're really nothing different. What you're gonna wanna do different is compress your verse differently than the hook, because how you rap your verse doesn't mean that's how you rap your hook or song your hook or whatever you're doing in your hook. Doesn't mean you did the same thing, because that's the good thing about music. It's dynamically, you know what I'm saying? It's dynamic. It's gonna be different dynamics how you deliver your music. All right, so if I'm rapping a whole verse on its own compared to just saying a few words in a hook, guess what? Your dynamic's going to be different. So you want to compress it differently. That's the only key I got to give you when you transfer your cleaning vocals to a hook buzz. So however you mixing, you want to compress it differently. Even on my last compressor, it's different.
See clones, no new friends, I've been riding alone. The shit I've been telling y'all, but no one seem to listen if there's no money involved. They say
you can see it's got more of negative 7 dB for the main peaks on my verse compared to what it had on the hook was negative 5, all right? Because I'm more dynamic when I go to spitting, because I got more emphasis to put inside the verse because I'm trying to deliver every word just right.
See clones, no new friends, I've been riding alone. The shit I've been telling y'all, but no one seem to listen if there's no money involved. They say I'm being distant, no pot to pissing. What I got right now I was missing, hoping and wishing shit would turn out to be fucking different. What's that you back from? Heading straight but I'm moving backwards. Took a break from all the hate cause money is what I'm after. You better be strapped up, when the feds come they coming to cap something. Suicide, that's the case they named your body after. Nigga get caught without a gun. What we do, fight or run, bite our tongue or grab a gun and say fuck it and we dump. Nah, they really don't want to see that. Get on the ground and lay flat as they knee up on the thinking cap. How the fuck we supposed to react? We live life like we trap. We got
life no comeback. We fight for right, that's attack. Point out humans like rats. Boom.
See clones, no new.
But anyway, that is the point of getting the verse differently than the hook. Okay, just compress it differently. You can transfer it over, that's fine. Just make sure you compress it differently. All right, and that's pretty much it. That's how you get clean vocals. This is what this tutorial is about, getting the clean vocals.
See clones, no new friends, I've been riding alone. The shit I've been telling y'all, but no one seem to listen if there's no money involved. They say I'm being distant, no pot to pissing. What I got right now I was missing, hoping and wishing shit would turn out to be fucking different. What's that you back from? Heading straight but I'm moving backwards.
Okay, I just showed y'all, man. For far as clean and unclean, you can't hear it when it's not clean, but you can hear it when I clean it all up. Okay, so that's part 2 of this mixing series of I'm Back. It's in all major stores. Link will be in the description below. Make sure you go check the link out. DoubleKBeats.com. You can stream it for free on there and all that good stuff. All right, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hopefully this one had helped you. I'll be back for part 3.